Hello and welcome back to the channel. In today's episode, I'm going to show you a quick drill to help you really feel your brace and really feel the ground force when we go into our brace. I call this drill the pogo drill. There's different phases to it depending on how athletic and strong you are. This drill is something I've been playing around with. I've noticed myself as an older player and coming into this game very late, it's helped me out a lot. When we step into our brace, it's very important we get all 3 points of our foot down to help, number one, stop our momentum. But we also really want to feel that push up through our heel. And there's really two reasons for that. Number one, we want to keep that leg nice and firm. That's going to help us do that to help prevent injury and add power. And the reason why we add power is because that when we push through our heel on the ground, that really activates our glute. Our glute is the biggest muscle of our body, and it's the second most strong muscle in the body. Our first being the muscle in our jaw. So we really want to get that activated in order to maximize our power. And that's really the big difference between just being an arm thrower and getting whatever it is, 350, and really getting that lower half involved and getting into that 400, 450, 500, and so on distance. So you're going to start with your feet almost together and actually even. We're not going to get into our stance of throwing a disc quite yet. And all you're going to do, you don't even need a disc to do this. You're going to step out and just focus on landing on all 3 points of our foot. I'm going to show a little illustration to show if you don't know what those are. But we want to push off our heel and then go into a balance. Push off our heel, then go into a balance. Some of you are going to be shorter because it's a little uncomfortable at first. But as you get more comfortable, go further and further out. Notice at the end, I'm adding a nice balance. We're going to get a little more advanced here in a minute, but this is to mimic our little last step from our X step into our brace. So we want to have a nice body control at the end of our rep here. And if you're really athletic, you can get really far. And really, as you get further and further, you're going to feel a bigger push. Now, after we get good at that, we're going to make it a little more disc golf centric and add an extra step to it. It's also a great drill to add to your lateral strength, which is your side to side strength. So now that we got that, we're going to stagger our stance just like we would in our X step into our throw. Stagger stance once again here. But now, as we come up into our balance, I'm going to try my best to keep my heel off the ground when I come up. Because when we do our X step, our heel is usually off the ground as we throw. So we're going to mimic that. That's an additional point. If you need to, when you get in your staggered stance, keep your whole foot on the ground just to manage this, that's fine. Again, when we push, we're pushing through the heel. That's how we're going to learn to feel that ground force in our brace. Okay, it also helps to pick a spot in the ground to help you maintain your balance. Also great for just teaching us to keep that foot down all the way before we get into our throw. We can also use our pogo drill as a throwing drill. I'm just going to show you the back view here. Just need a putter. We're going to start with the staggered stance version of the drill and start just doing 3 reps of our pogo drill. Hopefully when you're pushing off explosively. Then after the 3rd rep, feeling it through your heel, then you're going to throw a nice smooth throw with your putter. Hopefully doing that a few times before you start your round to really get you feeling that ground force. Also, one of the strength exercises I incorporate in my exercise program is having a vest and doing this pogo drill. Once again, same thing. Usually I start off with my feet even, really get that stretch out and get a nice athletic bounce back, pushing explosively through the heel, back into my balance point. Really great for adding that lateral strength and feeling that explosiveness through the glutes. That way we activate our whole body in our throw, really getting all that distance we need. Quick drill today. Hope you enjoy it. Once again, anytime I give you an exercise, make sure you do it both ways so your strength doesn't get imbalanced. That's all I've got for today's episode. Hopefully you enjoyed this and this drill helped you out a lot. I know I've been seeing a lot of improvements with my feeling of my brace, so hopefully it helps you. If there's something else you want me to break down next, let me know in the comments. I would love to help you out. Until next time,